Alright, we are beginning to see if this recording is going to work. And so, you're going to see a finger the whole time during this recording. Amazing. Anyway, we are starting off on our map with plot number 0, owned by one Shanthor. So firstly, as we come in, we see the Thunder Totem mailbox. Not sure if that's standard. Maybe it is. Maybe all of them have a Thunder Totem mailbox. But we start off with a beautiful mailbox here. And you know what? It's not facing the right way. -2 points. Secondly, we do have a nice, beautiful little entranceway with a nice large Duvalaki here that we can enter in through, and as well as got some nice tasteful little bushes here, and not just the standard bushes. Looks like we've got 2 here, and then we've got a little plant on top of that, which I like, so that's very nice. So that gets 1 point. And as you see, we have a beautiful stone pathway, seems to be overlapped, so that's also nice, and then it continues around here and things like that. However, I do believe there is a tiny little gap here that could be improved. However, it's still forgiven, because it's a nice, beautiful little bit that will path up to their neighbour's house up here. A lovely little hench-wench living up there. However, what do we have out here? We've got a nice little fishing dock, with little fishing poles ready, a little food as well. A little stool inside here. Who knows why there's a stool inside there? Maybe it's a nice little hidden area. Who knows why there's a stool inside here? Maybe the stool was always there, and the stools are the friends we made along the way. And then we come out, we've got some little light things here, looking nice. We've got our classic bush with the flowers coming out, so that's good. We've got some more interesting bushes around here, and I do like this little area and thing with these little rocks where they have this little swirly going through. Bush and flowers. And then what's this? We've got a little tree growing there. That's very cute. And then we come on to the actual house itself. It's very nice, very tasteful. It's got this nice little green swampy bush here. Around the back we've got all these other ones as well. Nice little doe and little fawn there, very cute. Then anything in here? It just looks like a little nothing in here, but that's okay. That's okay. From the outside we are seeing a very beautiful look into the thing. Let's look at the top of the house now. How interesting have we gone up here? We've got the house being built. We've got a little banner put up there. Whee! And we've got a flying kite or 2 up here as well. Very interesting. Then we've got nice little thing, and the whole house is set in the tree, which is amazing. And what do we have down here? A little pool. Little beautiful pool looking Duvalaki. And then we fly up, and then we get stuck. Amazing. Amazing. Alright. Too bad you can't leave the house when you get stuck. Alright, somehow we got out of there. And that's what matters. So, exciting little place to get stuck. And then the entrance to the house is of course up here. Nice little platform, a little barrel, and then a bigger barrel, and a nice little thing here with some bushes on there. And we've got the beautiful lights as well, which I think are currently illegal to use until 12.0.7. So we've got some shenanigans, and I like that. So it's beautifully set in. Alright, now we will be going inside the house, and we'll start more of the proper test. Inside we go. Now, we come in, we look behind at the front door. It does have a nice portal that lets you see in. And it is very well placed. There is minimal way to see the door behind there. It's actually quite difficult. Looking down by here, it's good. Alright, that's the good, that's what we want to see. Nice little thing, nice beautiful banner. We come in, it's got some additional vine work here that I do enjoy. And then we come in to see a nice little circular bed with some pillows on there. This is phased in, so I don't know about this. However, it is placed quite tastefully, and it comes out into this beautiful garden area that is quite amazing looking. This initial entrance is very good. Then over the other side, we also have another area that looks out into sort of like a garden, and it does look very good there too. And then it has this funky looking fountain, which is amazing. Alright, we're going into here and putting this trellis right next to the wall there is a fantastic job. It's shaped very well. Although, I don't know about this. But you know what? They tried. And so, because of how beautiful it looks, I'm not going to be taking points away from that. Now we come in here, and generally you find when you come in and have a lot of shelves, they don't really have too much on them. But this is very tastefully and artistically styled. We don't have anything in here. Something in there might be beautiful to put in there. And then we do unfortunately have, it seems like, another phasing through the roof. However, that is acceptable. Alright, we do have the beautiful train, so that is always worth 5 points, seeing the train up there. We love a train. And we do have a fun little jade statue up here and some more things on shelves. And then a little planning area, it seems like, with a few workbenches and things. Very lovely, very good. We do have some floating lamps around here, and then it looks like they go up. Oh, beautifully go up in a circular pattern. It looks amazing. Alright, now we know the rule of Dawnhaven always goes left, so we'll check in to the left area first. The bookshelves do match with this. I do like this pipe up here, although if we do look, that pipe's going nowhere. And that pipe's also off the edge. So, unfortunately, minus another point for that. However, it is a beautiful, beautiful area. Now we come into this little corridor transitioning into what seems like a kitchen area. And it does have a little hidden fruit bowl up there. But this just seems to have 2 fruit bowls in there. And you know what? It's very hard to get stuff to put into shelves, but I would like to see some more items in this shelf in particular. We come around to here, we see the coffee grinder, beautiful, and it seems to be placed very well there. We do have a nice variation of foods all on this table, which is a hard thing to do, and it's looking very good. All right, now this picture isn't centered, however, it is offset by another smaller picture, so I do approve of all that. And we have Gidget coming in to meow, and that's beautiful. And we do have some more food sit around here, and a beautiful waterfall looking area here, and it is looking very good. One minor little thing here, but you know what? We can take it because if you look at it from where you're meant to be sitting, it's looking alright. So I approve, especially with the lights coming in here from spotlights and whatnot over there. So looking very nice. I do like the additional placing of items up in here. It is very good. And putting the spice rack on the Pandaren things makes it look fantastic. I am liking this. We do have a lovely sink that has been created. And we do have the Pandaren cooking table with some more food and bits and pieces on there. All in all, looking fantastic and beautiful. Now, in the kitchen, this is the rest of the kitchen. And then we do have the floating lights. Oh. This is Is this is this centered in the middle of the room? I'll let everyone else be the judge of that because we can know exactly what I can see with this hanging thing. Hanging chandelier, not centered in the room. However, the dragon lights falling from here do look very good and it is very fantastic. Now we've got a warning sign. There's some warning thing. This is actually looking pretty interesting facing into the ground doing that. I would like to maybe see something on these shelves, but it does look pretty good here. Maybe you can find something that could put on there. Now these lamps phased into here, looking quite interesting. What are these green things? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did these green things come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I do like this beautiful tree area up here, and this is a nice outside room that has been crafted out here. It is it's been done very well with all the mushrooms and the plant life and rocks to create some sort of beautiful area. We do have the gong up here and a nice bridge that has been crafted into a beautiful large waterfall that comes all the way down here and crafted more of a water feature that goes all the way along here. And it's been done quite well and looks really fantastic. We do have two tables here. It would be nice maybe to have a little chair to be able to sit at these tables, maybe something on top of the tables, but it is a beautiful outside looking area in the midnight room. It has been very well done and it is looking fantastic. Now we're going back through the kitchen and back over to here. Now we're not going to go upstairs yet. We are now going to check the other side, the non-left side, into here. So we do have another foresty room in here which looks like a beautiful little water feature all happening over here. Okay, it's looking very good. I am liking the many waterfalls that have been crafted in this area. So let's see what we can see when we go up. We do have you can see a little bit of a fountain there of the crafted waterfall, but that's okay because of how large and in charge this whole area is. Alright, I'm just a little dwarf trying to get by in this world, attempting to get up the top, and I'm failing miserably. But it does go up there and it does look beautiful. And all the forestry and all the beautiful things and a nice tasteful rug there, all in all, makes it look very nice with all the little lights and all the fountain. It is very nice and very good. Alright, now that we've seen that, let's have a look in this a little under-stair area with a little wooden chair and a bunch of books here. All those books have been placed. It does look very good with a little pile of book there, open book there. It is good with this little chandelier, although the chandelier is not attached to anything. So I believe moving that up might improve its aesthetic. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't be as good if it lit up. However, I would like to see that chandelier attach itself to the bottom of the stairs, and it would be fantastic. I do enjoy these stairs, which obviously have been handcrafted. Very good, very well done up to there. And then the greenery along the side of the stairs is fantastic. Then we come up to the upper room. Now, the trellis once again on the wall here makes it look fantastic. It makes it look homey and beautiful. Having the little curtains to the side, very good. Although not perfectly centered. I believe that is a bigger gap. However, it is still looking amazing. Now we get up to the top of that previous room that I saw, and you can see more up the top with lights up here, tree, and then you do have a little table here, a little tea set where you can go and look over onto that room. And this has been crafted quite well. I do like the look of this whole little gazebo sitting out here looking over and the little stairs getting us down and up there. It is a good look. The carpet has made some weird funky circles. I'm not sure what that's about. However, I believe in the artistic vision and it is good. This carpet on top of this carpet, haphazardly thrown here. Alright. Now we'll look at the top of the further up the stairs, and we can see that they have continued up with the lanterns up the top, and then some spinning books and spinning Duvallaki with books on there. It does make it look really interesting in the middle of this area. And then a custom made balcony is amazing. We do have a chair here, and always we do like things, the pillow on there. All these items placed on here is beautiful, and I do enjoy seeing shelving units being additionally furnished with additional things. Having the books tilting over there. Very good, very nice. Then again, I feel like that's part of the furnishing. However, it does have additional items on there, and that's what we like to see. Having the writing book right next to it is quite interesting as well. And then we've got a nice little tasteful fireplace in the corner here. And then this on the wall, another little painting here, a little carpet put on the ground to make it sort of like a nice little homey area. Very interesting, very good. And we've got the curtains once again. Oh, something's happened with this curtain. It is not happy right now. However, I do like the additional little vines put on there as well. Alright, so now we're going into the next area and walking in through here. Now this is a very interesting choice and looks very good, having these here either side looking really good as an entranceway into the next area. So we do have another little cozy fireplace with books, and we like to see things on tables. Very good. And we've got some little knickknacks and doodads here, and it's looking very interesting. And then we go in, and we see the Dawnhaven approved plushie toy that all Dawnhaven neighborhoods should be having, and we love that. It's fantastic. It's beautiful, and it's got a little friend as well. Extra points, 1,000 points. Everyone needs all those points. It's fantastic. We do have a bench we can sit on. I'm somehow underneath the table, but that's okay. And we do have a little cheese platter as you're having your nice, beautiful, little, lazy Sunday afternoon, beautiful eatery, and it's a fantastic look. And it is beautiful. Now the bed has a lot of chairs to sit on, which is a beautiful viewing experience for the multiple people that want to watch what happens in here. And so enjoyable, and I like it. It is a good bedroom. Has a mirror, has a trellis with some little extra plants I believe there's been placed in there. Made it look beautiful. We got some beautiful shelving. One seems to be phased in there, and one's a little bit lower than the other. It does have some little vines on there, which is beautiful. A little box put on top. Good. A little privacy screen for the bathroom to bathe yourself up. A little wash basin for your hands. Alright, we'll continue on into this house. And now we are going up another set of custom stairs, which is a beautiful touch, to go up to the next level. Now we see beautiful, beautiful achievements from defeating enemies and whatnot, and a few little prey things down there. Very cute, very nice. Nice little table, goblet, pie, good. That's where we want to see items on things. Obviously, we could do with doing a few more preys, beating a few more bosses, having some more trophies. However, this could be the idea of a future collection happening, which is a really good idea, and I will be glad to observe the additional items that are being put in this later. Now we walk across here and we do see two beautiful looking gardens on either side across this bridge, which is a beautiful touch, as you can see along. And we see the string lights going along to make it seem like a beautiful suspension bridge as you look down from it, which is really good idea. Unfortunately, can't use them outside at the moment, but it is very good. And now we have a little easel here. Probably could utilize the movement of this easel thing a little bit to the left. And seeing the paintings all along here is a beautiful touch though. And I do like this little box with its little additional plants put in there. So all in all, this is a fantastic little transition into the next area of their house. And once again, the custom stairs have been done beautifully. So now we are transitioning into the next area. We've got a little plant, a little water can here to do all the things. Now, walking into this room, it is wild. You can see everything down everywhere, all just like going through a hidden garden. It's a beautiful experience. Look at this, into another midnight room, which is amazing. And we walk all the way around here up into this final area, and it seems to have a whole bunch of a little lookout into space, and it is a beautiful and fantastic area. Some wine glasses and things. We've got some chairs. That's what we like to see. We do like our chairs. We do like our things with additional things. Maybe some additional items on these particular cabinets could like differentiate them between the other one, like similar to how these are different because of the stuff they've got on there. Otherwise, this is a really interesting and great area, and I do like the spyglass to look out onto the midnight area of this midnight room, and it is a fantastic room, similar to the other one. Shanthor has done it again. Now let's look on the underground, on the weeds of this area. So it does seem like it has been carpeted out, is the only thing. We do have a little bit of secret greenery here that I have found, but you know what? It is a really interesting look and really good. Having that all around make it seem like water with a rope bridge going over, and the once again the suspension bridge look material on some of these ones along here. Very good, very interesting, a very good utilization of the room. Now, is there anything else to look at inside this house? We've already looked inside the bedroom. We've already looked up and down here. Is there anything further in this beautifully furnished area? I believe that that is all. It is a fantastic room. An update may be done to see any additional areas. However, this is the first house done, and we're going out the front door. We haven't given a scoring point because I believe I will need to go over the video and give a scoring of these points again. But that is beautiful.